My beloved child, tonight will be a very special night in your life, even though you may not realize it just yet. I know you are wondering why tonight, and I want you to understand that this is a sacred moment I have long prepared for you. In heaven, your life has been discussed, and the angels are earnestly interceding over the situations you are facing. This is not by chance, but a destined moment for your cries, prayers, and heartfelt desires have reached my throne. Tonight, something great will unfold, and you will feel a transformation within your soul. This is the hour when heaven moves. My child, the struggles you are facing are not unknown to me. I have seen and heard your lonely prayers, your weary cries in the darkness. What you perceive as delays are in fact moments where I am weaving good things for you. It is precisely when you feel most helpless that I act most powerfully. For the movements of angels and the decisions of the heavenly council are now being carried out. Are you ready to receive this transformation? Tonight, I will not only change your circumstances, but also change how you perceive them. Every delay, every trial you have faced has merely been preparation for the glory I am about to reveal. Tonight, this transformation is not just what you have longed for, it is what I have ordained for you in advance. According to heaven's plan, you will see, feel, and understand that heaven has never abandoned you, but has always been there, protecting and guiding you, even through the hardest moments. Let your heart be open and ready to receive the sacred things I am bestowing upon you tonight. I know you may feel confused, unable to grasp everything that is happening. But what matters most is that your heart is willing. Only when you are ready to receive will you be able to witness the wonder of the plan I am unfolding in your life. Tonight is not an ordinary night, it is the moment when heaven will move powerfully in your life. And from this point on, everything will begin to change in ways you have never imagined. Change is not always easy to embrace, but remember that everything serves a purpose in my plan. What you are feeling now, the sorrow and the anxiety, will not last forever. Tonight marks the beginning of the deliverance I have prepared for you. Heaven is ushering in a new season for you, a great turning point that will open new opportunities in your life. And as you open your heart and welcome this change, you will see my presence more clearly than ever before. My beloved child, you are not walking alone. Though you may feel lonely in times of hardship, I am always present by your side. You may not see it, but heaven is moving on your behalf. My angels are waging battle for you. Tonight, everything will change. Feel the stirring within your soul, for it is my presence drawing nearer. This transformation does not come from you, but from the one who created you and knows the beautiful plans I have prepared for your life. I ask you again, are you ready to step into this new season? Are you willing to allow me to transform your life? If your answer is yes, then tonight, let the old things pass away and allow the newness of my presence to fill you. Trust that even if you do not see the changes immediately, they will surely begin. Everything I do is for my glory and for your good. Tonight marks the beginning of the great things I have prepared becoming reality. You only need to open your heart to receive, and I promise you will never be abandoned. Tonight, it is my presence that will bring clarity to all things. My child, tonight is a significant moment, not only because it marks a great change in your life, but also because it offers you an opportunity to see every situation in your life from a new perspective. From my perspective, I know there are 3 situations weighing on your heart where you feel helpless, where it seems that every door has closed, and the dreams you once cherished now appear to be mere shadows of the past. These situations, these burdens you carry, are not unknown to me. I have seen them, and I have heard every prayer, every sigh of your suffering. And today, I want to tell you that everything you have endured is not in vain. I want you to understand that what you see as trials, what you perceive as failures, the delays you are experiencing, all of these hold a divine purpose within my plan. The angels have been interceding for you, not because they are unaware of your pain, but because they see what you cannot yet see. They see the seeds I am planting in your life, seeds of faith, perseverance, and spiritual maturity. What you consider failures, I see as opportunities for you to grow, to become stronger in me. Remember, what you see now is not the whole story. Just as in Scripture, when Joseph was sold into slavery and imprisoned in the depths of a dungeon, he may have thought all hope was lost. Yet I saw my good plan unfolding through it all. Every trial Joseph faced, from being betrayed by his brothers to the long years in prison, was preparation for the great purpose I would accomplish through his life. In the end, Joseph rose to become ruler over Egypt and was used to save an entire nation from famine. His life stands as a clear testimony that in every situation, I do not forsake my children. In the same way, what you are going through is not a sign of failure or abandonment from me, but rather a part of the journey I am leading you on. Tonight, as heaven speaks of you, they are not only looking at the challenges you are facing, but they see the potential you can achieve through those very trials. They see the resilience, the faithfulness, and the hope that you will develop with every difficult step you take. Do not let today's confusion make you forget the greatness I am preparing for you. What you see as a dead end, in my eyes, is an opportunity for your faith to be tested and to shine. My child, I do not look only at outward circumstances. I see deep within you. When you feel at your weakest, when you feel you cannot go on, that is when my strength will be revealed. What you perceive as a closed door, I see as wide open gates. When you think everything has ended, that is precisely when I will begin to open a new future for you, a future filled with life and peace beyond what you can now imagine. Remember this: the delays, the pauses in your life, are heaven's preparation for something greater. Just as a seed must break through the dark soil to bloom, at times you must go through seasons of hardship to behold the glory I have prepared for you. Tonight is a special night, a night when heaven moves, not merely to change your circumstances, but to transform you. Tonight, as you sense the shift, as your spirit stirs within you, it is heaven preparing you to enter a new season, a season where all things will be restored. Every sorrow will be renewed, and all that seemed lost will be returned. This is my promise to you, and I am always faithful to fulfill what I have promised in your life. My beloved child, remember, when you face storms and find no place to run, when loneliness overwhelms you, it is in that very moment that heaven draws closer to you than ever before. I am not a distant God, not a God who is unseen or indifferent. I am the one who is present in every moment of your life, especially when you need me most. When you walk through darkness, when you feel you have no strength left, I declare that I will not let you walk alone. I am the one who will uphold you not by your own strength, but by mine, as it is written in Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. This is not merely a promise, it is an assurance to you. When you feel your heart is breaking, when you see no reason to continue, that is when I will draw near to you and bring the peace that the world cannot give. When you feel weak and confused, That is precisely when I want you to understand that your strength does not come from yourself, but from me. I will never let you face any trial without providing you with enough strength to overcome it. In the moments when you feel unable to move forward, it is my hand that is reaching out to lift you up. Never think that you are alone in this battle, for I have not only seen your pain, but am also ready to act on your behalf to save you. Remember, my nearness is not a passive presence, but an active work in your life. When you pray, when you call upon me, I will answer, not because I need to hear your voice, but because I love you and desire for you to experience my living presence. As it is written in Matthew 7:7, my son, Jesus, declared, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. This is not merely advice. It is an assurance for you that I am always near, always listening, and ready to respond. When you face pain, do not think that I do not understand you. I know everything you are going through. I have foreseen every trial that you will encounter. I know what you need, and I will provide at the exact moment you need it most. Never think that I overlook your struggles, for I have seen, I have heard, and I am ready to act on your behalf. As written in Philippians 4:6-7, Scripture teaches, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This is a precious promise to every believer, that when you draw near to me with a humble and trusting heart, I will grant you a peace beyond measure, not the peace the world can offer, but a divine peace that will guard you through every trial. My child, no matter how many storms you may face, no matter how alone you may feel in the darkness, remember my presence. I am the one in whom you can place your complete trust, the one who will never abandon you in times of trouble. When you open your heart to receive my nearness, you will see that I am not merely standing beside you, but actively working in your life, upholding you, strengthening you, and granting you peace to endure all challenges. I love you, not because you are strong, but because I am strong, and I want you to experience my greatness through your weakness. My beloved child, in your most difficult moments, when you feel lonely and weary, that is when my presence becomes most evident in your life. When you face trials and pain, when everything around you seems to be falling apart, that is when I am closest to you. I am not a God who only concerns himself with the great matters of the universe while ignoring the small details of your life. I am the one who loves you, cares for you, and is present in every moment of your life, especially when you feel weak or helpless. You may not see me with your physical eyes, but your soul will surely perceive my presence. There are times when you feel as though you are about to collapse. When you think you can no longer go on, that is precisely when I am touching you, upholding you, and shielding you from falling into despair. As it is written in Psalm 34:18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. In those moments when you feel utterly broken and have nothing left to cling to, it is my presence that becomes your only source of comfort and hope. Remember that I know everything you are going through. I not only see the challenges you face, but I also deeply understand every emotion, every pain, and every confusion within your heart. When you call upon me, I will always listen. And when you need comfort, I will draw near to you. My son, Jesus, declared in John 14:18, "I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you." This is my promise that I will always be by your side, never leaving you alone in the trials of life. My presence in your moments of hardship is not a fleeting comfort, but a divine reassurance that enables you to stand firm and continue on your journey. When the storms of life press heavily upon you, remember that I am your steadfast refuge, the one who protects you from all harm. In those moments when you have no strength left, I will become your strength. I will be the light that guides you through the darkness, and the shield that guards you from every arrow of the enemy. Do not let hardships cause you to lose faith in me. I have promised never to forsake you. My presence in your suffering is a guarantee that you will never be abandoned. In your weakest moments, I am working most powerfully in your life. I will uphold you, bring peace to your heart, and help you overcome all things. Remember, in every trial, I am always near to you. And when you draw near to me, peace and hope will fill your soul. My beloved child, never forget that I am not a distant observer, but the one who walks with you every step of the way. In every challenge you face, I am there to guide you. Open your heart to receive my presence in every moment of your life. When you feel discouraged, when you feel you cannot go on, that is exactly when I want you to recognize that I will never let you fall without lifting you up. My presence in your life is the greatest protection you can ever receive. And when you sense that nearness, you will find every trial becomes lighter. For I am the unshakable one upon whom you can always rely. My child, when you face trials, remember that every trial carries a divine purpose. It is not by chance, but rather a part of the greater plan I have ordained for you. In difficult moments, when you feel you cannot go on, when what you hope for seems so distant, these very trials will become the firm stepping stones for your growth in me. Every hardship, every pain you endure is an opportunity for you to grow, for your faith to be tested and strengthened. I will never allow you to walk through trials alone. I do not merely permit trials to come upon you, I also provide the strength for you to overcome them. As it is written in 1 Corinthians 10:13, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. This is my promise. I will never allow you to face anything beyond your capacity. For every trial you encounter, I have already prepared the strength you need to overcome it. And when you come through that trial, you will find yourself more mature, stronger in your faith. Growth in me does not come through times of ease, but through times of testing. It is in these moments that your faith is refined. When you must choose between standing firm in my promises or letting go, in these very moments, I will reveal my greatness and help you overcome every challenge. When you face difficulties, do not fix your eyes on your circumstances. Rather, fix them on the steadfastness of your faith. I am working within you, even when you cannot see me. My child, remember this. Even when you do not understand everything, I am using each trial, every step you take, to teach you important lessons that will mature your faith and help you recognize my greatness in your life. As written in James 1:2, consider it pure joy. My brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Maturity in faith does not come from ease, but through patience and perseverance amid trials. Let each trial become an opportunity for you to grow, to walk steadfastly in faith, and for me to accomplish my plan in your life. Trials are the stepping stones that lead you forward. Every step you take in the midst of trials, every decision you make in the face of adversity, will help you grow and become stronger in faith. Trust in my plan, for I know well the path you must walk. My beloved child, when you feel that your life is in turmoil, as if everything around you is being swept away by the storm, do not forget that my peace can comfort you even in the midst of those storms. Life is not always smooth and easy, but I have promised to give you a peace that surpasses all understanding, especially in the most difficult times. You do not have to face the trials alone, for I am the one who once calmed the storm, and I will do the same for you. As it is written in Matthew 8:26, when the disciples were terrified in the midst of the storm at sea, Jesus, my son, spoke to the winds and the waves, "Peace, be still." He holds authority not only over nature but also over every circumstance in your life. I can bring peace amidst the great waves you are now facing. When you feel overwhelmed by worries, fears, and things beyond your control, remember that I have authority over it all. I will not allow you to be consumed by the storm without providing the help to bring you through. The peace that I give is not the absence of trials, but my presence within those trials. When you feel pressured, in pain, or lost, remember that I am your strong refuge. I do not merely reach out my hand to rescue you. I also give you the strength to walk through the storms of life. I do not promise that you will never encounter storms, but I promise that you will never face them alone. Look at the story of Daniel in the lion's den. When he was thrown into the den because of his steadfast faith, he did not receive immediate rescue, but it was his unwavering trust in me that brought about his deliverance. While those around him may have thought he was abandoned, I myself was shielding him. I shut the mouths of the lions and saved him from death. This is a living testimony for you, even in your greatest trials. I am actively working to protect you, even when you cannot see me. Tonight, as you face the storms of life, remember that I am ready to grant you peace. My peace is not the absence of trials, but my very presence within them. Seek this peace not in external things, but in my presence, where I give you strength and stillness of heart so that you may face every challenge. You may not understand why these trials have come, but trust that everything has a divine purpose. I am refining your faith, and I will use these trials to reveal my glory. Just as fire refines gold, trials will strengthen and purify your faith. When you trust in me, I will give you a peace that no circumstance can take away. At this very moment, even as your life feels as though it is caught in the midst of a storm, know that I have already made a way for you. I will not allow you to be overcome, but I will be the light that leads you through the darkness. Believe that as you lift your prayers in trust, I will move. My peace will come to you, and you will not only overcome this trial, but step into a new season full of the glory I have prepared for you. My beloved child, tonight is not just an ordinary night, but the beginning of a new journey. The spiritual shift you are about to experience is not merely an outward change, but a transformation within your heart, a renewal in the way you perceive life and everything around you. On this night, heaven is reshaping your destiny not only in your present circumstances, but also in the greater things I have prepared for your future. This is the moment when everything that seemed buried will begin to come back to life. Dreams, hopes, and desires that you may have long forgotten will be revived and return stronger than ever. You may feel a subtle stirring within your soul, as though a fresh wind is blowing through your heart. This is my very presence, beginning to renew all things in your life. As in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, when the prophet Ezekiel was led to a valley of dry bones, the Lord God asked him, "Son of man, can these bones live?" And Ezekiel answered, "Sovereign Lord, you alone know." God then commanded him to speak to the bones, and the dry bones came to life, forming a vast and mighty army. In the same way, my child, what seemed dead in your life, I will restore. Every dream that appeared extinguished will be reborn. Every longing and desire of yours will live again, not as it once was, but in a new and greater form according to my will. Tonight, the breakthrough begins. This is the hour when I start to open doors that you once thought were closed forever. Things you could not even imagine will begin to unfold in your life. But what is most important is that you must be prepared. You must believe that these things are real and that they are coming. Do not allow doubt, fear, or painful memories to hinder you from stepping into the new season I am preparing for you. When you look back over your life, you may see many things that did not succeed, dreams that never materialized, and hopes that were dashed. But remember, I have always had a good plan for you. Every challenge you have faced was never a sign of failure, but preparation, so that you can stand firm and walk into the greater things I have in store for you. Every tear, every storm you have endured carries a divine purpose. I would never allow you to walk through life without preparation or guidance. I will always make a way, even when you cannot yet see the path before you. In Romans 20, the scriptures teach, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. The trials you face are opportunities for me to reveal my greatness in your life. The shift you are experiencing will lead you into my glory. Tonight, all that you have prayed for, all that you have longed for, will begin to take form, and this breakthrough is not from your own strength, but from my guidance, me, the one who has ordained all things since before you were born. Open your heart to receive this transformation. When I move, I do not merely change what is on the outside, I transform you from within. You will sense a breakthrough in your soul, as the old things are broken away and new things from heaven begin to take form. Every step you take in trust will lead you into things beyond what you can imagine. My desire is not only to deliver you from difficulties, but to make you see that it is I who am working powerfully in your life. And through these very trials, you will become stronger, more mature, and closer to me. My beloved, when all the trials have passed, when you look back and see the changes in your life, you will realize that this is not an ending, but a new beginning. I will never allow you to fall into any circumstance without having a plan for your restoration and renewal. Every sorrow, every loss you have experienced is an opportunity for me to bring about great restoration in your life. I will not merely help you to overcome, but I will lift you up, bringing you to a higher place where you can behold my glory through the trials you have endured. My child, tonight is the night you begin to step into your season of restoration. What you once counted as loss, what you thought was gone, I will restore. When you look back at the pain, the failures, the unfulfilled dreams, I want you to see that all of these were part of my plan to rebuild you stronger, wiser, and closer to me. The restoration I bring is not a return to the way things used to be, but a complete renewal, a rebirth in me. As it is written in Jeremiah 29:11, I declare, for I know the plans I have for you, plans for peace and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. This promise was not only for the people of Israel in those days, but it is also for you. My beloved, when you face trials and pain, do not think that I have abandoned you. In truth, I am preparing a future for you, a future filled with hope, and I will bring restoration to you in ways you have not yet imagined. The restoration I bring is not a temporary repair, but a complete transformation from within. I will restore you not only physically, but also in spirit, soul, and faith. Broken relationships will be healed. Dreams that were crushed will be revived, and sorrows will become testimonies of your endurance and faithfulness in me. Do not be afraid of change, for this is the restoration I have destined for you. My restoration will not only heal wounds, but will usher you into a new season, one filled with abundance and blessing. Do not think that restoration comes only through circumstances beyond your control. I am working even in the moments when you feel most discouraged. I will renew you from the inside out, helping you to understand that every trial carries a divine purpose. This restoration will bring not only peace, but prosperity in every area of your life. Therefore, when this night comes to an end, and as you look toward the future, remember that nothing is beyond restoration in my hands. I have the power to turn all things into something more beautiful. My child, the restoration I bring is not a temporary healing, but a complete transformation, an entirely new season that I have prepared for you. Trust in this restoration, for it is my good and perfect plan designed specifically for you. My beloved, as you walk through dark days, when it feels as though all good things have been taken from you, remember that every season of drought is followed by a season of abundant rain. I never allow you to go through hardship without a divine purpose. Tonight, as you sense a stirring within your soul, know that it is the moment I begin to pour out a new season of abundance upon you. You may not yet see the results, but the renewal I am bringing will cause you to blossom and bear fruit in ways you cannot yet imagine. This is the season when every area of your life will begin to bear fruit. Your prayers, your dreams, and the hopes you once set aside will begin to bloom. I will not only restore what was lost, but will make it even better than before. The divine connections you have longed for, the relationships that were broken, the situations you once thought hopeless, I will make all these things new. My presence in your life will bring prosperity, peace, and joy. As it is written in John 15:5, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And this scripture reminds you that the fruitfulness of your life does not come from your own strength, but from an intimate connection with me. When you remain in me, when you walk in obedience and trust, I will cause your life to bear beautiful fruit. You will not only witness good things from your own efforts, but you will also see the blessings that I bring into your life. My beloved, this renewal is not merely the restoration of what was lost, but the birth of new things, things you have never dreamed of. I will show you that the hardships you have endured were not an ending, but a foundation for greater growth and maturity. The tears you have shed, the pain you have borne, will become an essential part of the new person I am forming within you. Look at the story of Noah and the Ark of Salvation in Scripture. When the floodwaters covered the earth, Noah and his family had to endure a long season within the ark, uncertain of what the future would hold. Yet after the storm had passed, Noah not only survived, but beheld a renewed world. I made a covenant, promising never again to destroy the earth by flood. And I set a sign of that covenanta rainbows a promise of renewal, restoration, and a new season. Likewise, in your life, after every storm and after every trial, I will renew you, and I will place a sign of my covenant within your heart to remind you that I am always present and will never forsake you. The season of good fruit that I have promised is not merely the restoration of what was lost, but also the birth of new things you have never imagined. I am preparing for you a harvest full of blessings. This harvest will not come solely from your own efforts, but from your partnership with me, from your obedience and trust in my plan. As you hold fast to your faith through the times of testing, as you continue to walk in obedience, I will cause you to bear good fruits, wheat fruit, and wondrous things beyond your imagination. Remember this, even though you may feel as though you are going through a season of dryness and pain, I will not allow you to remain in hardship without preparing for you a new season, a season of abundance and blessing. This renewal will bring forth new opportunities, new dreams, and new beginnings that only I can bring to pass. All you need to do is persevere, walk steadfastly, and trust in me. What I have promised, I will surely fulfill. Your new season is coming, and as you embrace this renewal, you will see that all your past sufferings were merely a part of my process of shaping you into my image full of blessings. My beloved child, when you look at your life and see areas that feel broken or still unhealed, that is the very moment I want you to know that I have the power to heal it all. Tonight, as you begin to sense a stirring in your soul, as you begin to perceive that restoration is drawing near, it is my desire to show you that there is nothing I cannot renew. My healing is not limited to the physical, it is a healing of your soul, your emotions, and your spirit. Throughout the journey of life, you may have been wounded by loss, by negative words, by failures, and by unspeakable pains. But tonight, I declare to you that I will heal them all. I will bring restoration not only to the things you can see, but also to the things you cannot see. It is my eternal power that will come and heal every wound you thought would never be healed. I will not allow you to live forever in the shadows of the past. Rather, I will lead you into a new season where you will experience complete healing. Remember the story of the woman with the issue of blood in the scriptures. She suffered with illness for 12 years, seeking healing, but finding none. Yet when she simply touched the hem of Jesus' garment, my son healed her instantly. It was not just a physical healing, but a complete restoration. I know every detail of what she endured, and I know every sorrow that you carry. When you place your faith in my power, when you open your heart to receive my healing, I will restore you in miraculous ways, healing not only your body, but also your soul. My child, this healing is not merely a restoration of the wounds you have carried from the past. I am renewing you, recreating you from within. I will heal the pains in your heart, the sorrowful memories, the events that have wounded you through the passing of time. My healing will not only restore you emotionally, but it will also empower you to move forward and live in the freedom I have destined for you. I will deliver you from the bondage of the past so that you may step into the future I have prepared for you. I am not only the healer, but also the restorer of all that you thought was lost. Tonight, I want you to understand that what you have been through, every trial, every failure, is not the end of your story. Every wound, every pain is part of the journey I have used to prepare you for the great harvest I have appointed. My restoration will not be merely a return to what was lost, but a complete rebirth. Every crack, every broken place will become a space where my light will shine, and those very places will stand as a testimony to my glory. In Isaiah 61:3, I have declared to bestow on those who grieve in Zion a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. This is the promise of complete healing that I give to those who trust in me. What you are enduring, what you have lost, I will replace with things that are new and far greater, so that you may rise in strength and live in the peace and joy that only I can bestow. My beloved child, along your journey, there may be moments when your relationships are tested. Those whom you trusted and loved may have disappointed you or failed to remain when you needed them most. Relationships that were once close may have grown distant. Promises once spoken may now seem forgotten. You may feel alone, lost, and at times as though no one truly understands or shares in your pain. But tonight, I want you to know that I am renewing your relationships. I am not only restoring you from within, but I am also restoring your relationship with me and with those whom you need to walk alongside you on this journey. I am the creator of all relationships, and when the relationships you have are broken, I alone have the power to restore them. I will not leave you to bear loneliness forever. I will bring new companions into your life, those who share the same faith, dreams, and purpose in me. I will bring people who can strengthen you, encourage you, and walk with you in this journey of faith. For I have promised that I will never forsake you, and I will not let you walk alone through the trials of life. My child, the story of Elijah in the Bible is a clear testament to the restoration of relationship with God. When Elijah felt alone in his battle against the prophets of Baal and was gripped with fear because of Queen Jezebel's threats, the Lord came to him and said, "Yet I reserve 7,000 in Israel, all whose knees have not bowed down to Baal." Achat Kings, Tisha Isra, Shmona Isra. Elijah was not alone, for God had already prepared faithful companions to stand with him and continue the work. Therefore, when you feel alone, do not forget that I am preparing people whom I will place in your life, those who will help you continue your journey of faith and stand firm in obedience to me. Remember that the restoration of relationships is not only about those around you, but first and foremost, it is about the restoration of your relationship with me. When you feel sorrowful, when you are wounded, it is I who will come near to you and restore the intimacy between you and me. I will never leave you, nor will I reject you. When you come to me in repentance and humility, I will receive you and establish a new covenant with you. This covenant is not based on your merits, but on my love and grace. My child, in Jeremiah 31:3, the Lord declares, "I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness, and I will rebuild you." This is my promise to you. I will rebuild the relationship between you and Manoah from what you have lost. But from my very own love, I love you with an unshakable, everlasting love. Tonight, I am calling you to return to me so that I may restore our relationship, so that you may once again experience my nearness. When you come to me in humility, I will not only restore your relationship with me, but I will also renew every relationship in your life. The people you need will come according to my plan, and the relationships that need healing will be renewed by my hand. My child, I will bring reconciliation, forgiveness, and stability to those relationships. I will renew your heart so that you may love, forgive, and live in love, not only toward me, but also toward those around you. I am inviting you to draw near to me, for it is only in closeness to me that you can build healthy and lasting relationships with others. I am the source of all relationships, And when you enter into this new covenant with me, I will help you build relationships with those whom I have prepared for you. Never think that your relationships happen by chance. Everyone I bring into your life serves a divine purpose. Trust in me and in the plan I have for your relationships, for I will renew and restore all that you have lost, including relationships that have been wounded in the past. My beloved child, I remind you once again, tonight is not only a time for you to look back on what has passed, but it is also the moment to prepare for what is to come. The restoration I bring is not a temporary renewal, but a great breakthrough. It is not merely about recovering what was lost, but about stepping into a new season, a season where great opportunities are opening before you. What you have gone through, the difficulties and trials, have taught you many valuable lessons. Now is the time for you to enter a new phase. A phase where I will use all that you have learned to bring glory to me and blessings to you. It is crucial that you move forward. Even if the road ahead appears uncertain, I declare that I will guide you step by step. As you look to the future, do not fear what is yet to come. Trust in my guidance, for I am the one who knows every step you will take. And I have prepared things for you that are far greater than anything you can imagine. You are not walking in darkness, but in my light from the one who goes before you and arranges all things, as it is written in Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Every event in your life, whether trial or prosperity, carries a divine purpose. God will make all things work together to bring blessing to you, and he will turn every hardship into an opportunity for you to witness his greatness. This is not a season of meaningless waiting, but a season of preparation. Every step you take in faith is leading you toward a great breakthrough. Tonight, I am calling you to move forward. I want you to step into restoration, but not to stop there. I want you to continue moving ahead. For your restoration is not the end of what you will receive, but the beginning of a new season. My beloved child, remember that I am the one who will make a way for you. But that does not mean you will see everything all at once. Breakthrough does not happen instantly. It is a process, a steady walk of faith. Be persistent, for every challenge is an opportunity for you to demonstrate obedience, patience, and trust in me. Remember my promise in Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. I am doing a new thing in your life. I will open paths you have never walked before. I will bring you into territories you have never imagined. This breakthrough is part of the grand plan I designed for you, even before you were born. Keep moving forward, steadfast in faith, and you will witness the marvelous things I will accomplish in your life. Tonight is the time for you to believe in the breakthrough I am bringing into your life. Do not fear what has not yet happened. Do not be anxious about the challenges you must face. I will use these very challenges to bring about restoration and great breakthrough in your life. A new season has come. Restoration has begun. And my breakthrough will bring wonders you have never seen. My child, when you stand at the threshold of transformation, do not be afraid. For the change I am bringing is not an ending, but a beginning. This is the moment when I begin to unveil the mysteries that have been kept hidden through the passing of time. It is now that the doors of glory and blessings begin to open before your eyes. Yet this unveiling is not merely a change in your circumstances or in your environment. This transformation will take place within you, within your soul, your thoughts, and your very perception of the world around you. You may not yet fully understand all that I am doing, but I want you to know that everything you have endured, every trial you have overcome, and every pain you have carried has been leading you to a special destination. Tonight, I want you to recognize that the trials you have faced have not been in vain. They are part of the perfect plan I have set forth so that you may stand firm in faith, grow stronger in perseverance, and deepen your understanding of my love. As it is written in John 15:2, my son declared, "Every branch in me that does not bear fruit he takes away, and every branch that bears fruit he prunes, that it may bear more fruit." The change I am working within you is not merely a cleansing of what is unnecessary, but a refining process, where I remove the things that hinder your spiritual growth. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for you to be pruned, so that you may bear even more fruit in obedience and trust in me. Remember that the healing I bring is not a temporary miracle, but a complete and lasting healing. It is like the story of blind Bartimaeus in Mark 10:46-52, when Bartimaeus cried out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." The Lord came and healed him. The healing he gave was not merely a restoration of physical sight, but also a renewal of spirit, of hope, and of faith in the one who holds the power to save. Stand firm, for this healing will come precisely in those moments when you feel at your weakest. It is in those very moments that my power will reveal my glory through your weakness. Tonight, you will be equipped to step into a new season, a season in which peace, healing, and restoration will manifest in wondrous ways. I do not merely desire for you to stand strong in faith, but to live in the freedom that I have prepared for you, my beloved child. As you stand on the threshold of the new season I am preparing for you, you can sense that this is not a season that will pass by quietly. It is a season in which every aspect of your life will be directed onto a new path, a path leading to renewal, to a glorious new beginning, and to a clear sense of purpose. In this very moment, I am inviting you to discover a new dimension of your own life, a purpose you have long sought but have not yet fully realized. My child, this season of restoration is not merely about reclaiming what you once lost. It is the opening of a new life in which you can rise up, break free from old limitations, and step into the grand plan I have prepared for you. Every sorrow, every hardship you have overcome has been part of a journey designed to deepen your understanding of your purpose in me. This new season is your opportunity to grow stronger in faith. I desire for you to enter a new phase of life, where the very things you once saw as obstacles and challenges will now become powerful tools in my hands. You will not only be restored, but you will also be equipped to take part in the great work I will accomplish through you. The seeds of faith you have sown over time will begin to sprout and bear sweet fruit. Every drop of sweat, every prayer, every trial you have endured will stand as a testimony to your perseverance and to my faithfulness in your life. Remember my promise in Jeremiah 29:11, where I declared, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." This promise was not only for the people of Israel, it is my promise to you. I have had a plan for you since before you were born. I knew you would walk through trials, but I also knew that these trials would lead you to the greatness I have already prepared for you. This season of restoration is the first step toward a future filled with hope, and not because you have the strength to achieve it on your own, but because the Lord your God has prepared great blessings for you beyond what you can imagine. Tonight, I want you to understand that this season of restoration I am bringing to you is not a simple matter. It is the beginning of a new journey, where you will come to see the true purpose of your life in me. Every step you take in faith will lead you to the wonders I have set apart for you. Do not fear the challenges that lie ahead, for I have already prepared everything you need to overcome them. This season of restoration is not only about healing, it is about drawing you closer to me, making you stronger in faith and more resilient in life. I do not merely want you to rise in faith. I want you to realize that you are chosen for a greater purpose, a mission that only you can fulfill. You are not an anonymous being in this vast universe. You are my child, loved by me, and appointed to accomplish great works in my kingdom. This season of restoration will not only help you recover what was lost, it will also be the opportunity for you to step into your divine mission, to become the person I created you to be. My beloved child, tonight is the moment of your rebirth, not only in the physical sense, but also in your soul and spirit. Every pain, every wound you have endured along life's journey will not merely be things of the past, but will become precious lessons that help you grow in faith and mature in my love. I am rebuilding your future, not based on what you have been through, but on what I have ordained for you long before you were born. Every step you take in this season of restoration will not lead you back to the old things, but will establish a new life, one in which you will live in the abundance of blessings. I am inviting you to step into a future where you will no longer be imprisoned by failure, fear, or doubt. I will lift the burdens you have carried for far too long and will grant you new freedom, the freedom to live according to my will, to dwell in my peace and in my glory. This breakthrough is not merely an outward transformation, but a profound transformation within you, in your thoughts, emotions, and actions. I want you to know that this breakthrough does not come from your own efforts, but from allowing me to work in your life. Tonight, I invite you to let go of control and allow me to lead you. This does not mean that you are without responsibility or that you do not need to act, but rather that you must trust in my guidance, believing that I will show you the right path, even when it may not always be clear. As written in the Gospel of Mark 4:39-40, when the storm arose on the sea and the disciples were gripped with fear, I, through Jesus, spoke, "Peace, be still," and immediately the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. At times, your life may feel like such a storm filled with tempests, trials, and sorrows, but I am calling you to trust in me, for I alone have the power to calm the storms of your life. When you allow me to move in your life, I will bring peace and restoration not only to your circumstances, but to your heart as well. Remember that I am not only the one who restores what was lost, but also the one who brings forth new things. I will open your eyes to see new opportunities, new possibilities, and new purposes that you have never imagined. This season of restoration is a season of discovery. You will uncover hidden potentials within yourself, the gifts and talents I have placed in you since birth. Forgotten dreams will be revived, and you will begin to see the true purpose of your life in me. Tonight, I declare that your new season has begun. Stand firm in your faith, for I am doing a mighty work in your life. Do not focus on what you have lost, but on what I will renew within you. Remember, this season of restoration is not merely about healing wounds, but about preparing you for a bright and glorious future. My child, trust in me with all your heart and move forward with courage. Thank you for listening to today's message. Please click subscribe and turn on notifications so that we may continue to receive the living word together. Build a strong foundation of faith and walk in the boundless love of the Lord. Amen.